What is a cruiser? A motorcycle which offers utmost comfort and an easy to ride feel to all the enthusiasts out there. It won't hurt your back in bumper to bumper traffic or on a long casual weekend getaway. Creating a comfort zone for the rider to get out of the house and hit the streets. Hi guys and welcome to MotorBeam. When you talk about cruiser motorcycles, it's usually Royal Enfield or Harley Davidson or probably Triumph which comes to your mind, and rarely even Indian motorcycles. But rarely does a Japanese company come to your mind. However, the Japanese do make a lot of cruiser motorcycles. Today I have one very capable machine, a middleweight cruiser motorcycle from Kawasaki, the Vulcan S. The Kawasaki Vulcan S looks like a cruiser motorcycle because it carries the traditional cruiser design language as well, but certain things look very attractive. Now of course, being a cruiser, it gets typical cruiser elements like off-size front and rear tires, extended handlebar, a long wheelbase and front set foot pegs. But there are certain things which really stand out on this motorcycle. Of course, it is the offset monoshock suspension. Usually cruisers do with dual shocks. Unfortunately, in 2019, it still misses out on LEDs. It's only the tail light which uses an LED. The cluster on the Vulcan S has been carried over from the ER6N. It's an analog digital unit where the tachometer is analog and everything else is digital. You get twin trip meters, a odometer, a clock, a gear position indicator, a mileage indicator as well as a range indicator. The Vulcan S obviously gets a low seat height which is comfortable for short riders, but Kawasaki offers something known as the Ergo Fit package, which lets you change the position of the handlebar as well as the foot peg and even the seat height, which means that this motorcycle appeals to almost all heighted riders. The seat is scooped out and it's very comfortable for the rider. Meanwhile, the pillion is also decently comfortable. Unfortunately, the seat isn't wide enough and the grab rails, they are decent and they also double up to hook your saddlebags. The Kawasaki Vulcan S uses the same 650cc parallel twin engine which also does duty in a lot of other Kawasaki middleweight motorcycles. This one produces 61 PS of power and 63 Nm of torque. Yes, it has been detuned for better low-end punch. This motor is terrifically refined, it's very smooth and it's very punchy as well. It builds its power higher up in the rev range and absolutely screams to its 10,000 RPM red line. However, for a cruiser, power delivery is a bit delayed because it doesn't have that much poke lower down and the real action lies after 6,000 RPM. Probably at that time, you already upshift with the cruiser mentality. So while low-end punch is good, it's not as great as it should be on a cruiser motorcycle. And when you get hard onto the throttle, the wheel does spin a bit because this motorcycle also misses out on a traction control system. The 6-speed gearbox on this motorcycle is smooth shifting and the clutch is also decently light. However, doing clutchless shifts is a bit difficult on this machine. The Vulcan S is a nice sounding motorcycle, and as you push it to its top end, it really becomes very loud as well. However, it's only the rider which can enjoy the sound of this machine because bystanders can't hear much. Something which is a con in a cruiser motorcycle where it's all about making a lot of noise in the atmosphere. The Kawasaki Vulcan S is underpinned by a perimeter frame. It also gets a monoshock suspension, which is kind of different for a cruiser motorcycle. In terms of handling characteristics, it's quite engaging to ride. Yes, you can feel the weight at lower speeds because it weighs close to 235 kgs. But as you get going, especially around the sweepers, it does inspire a lot of confidence as well. This motorcycle does stay glued to the road at higher speeds, but there is a lot of wind blast on offer, and because of the soft suspension, there is nosedive under heavy braking, although the brakes offer decent feedback. The Vulcan S is a very underrated motorcycle. Yes, it might not attract a lot of attention because Kawasaki is usually not known to make cruiser motorcycles. They are known to make really fast, sporty machines like the fastest accelerating motorcycle in the world, the Kawasaki H2R. However, the Vulcan S is thoroughly impressive. It is a very well-engineered motorcycle and definitely better than the Harley Davidson Street 750 in a lot of ways. It might not have the brand swag of a cruiser brand, but the Kawasaki Vulcan S, being a Japanese motorcycle, comes with the peace of mind and is a very reliable motorcycle as well. At rupees 6.8 lakhs, it's quite accessible too, and if you're looking to buy a cruiser motorcycle, you should definitely have a look at this one. If you like this video, make sure you give it the thumbs up, that's a like button, and do let us know in the comment section below what do you think of this underrated motorcycle, the Kawasaki Vulcan S, and make sure you subscribe to the MotorBeam channel.